Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. So, we have a report out from Project Veritas, and it's by James O'Keefe's organization. He's a guy that was associated with Andrew Breitbart for years. And very good guy. And he has really condemning audio of CNN, revealing that they are a fake news organization and they know it. That their main purpose anymore is selling propaganda for the liberal left. And he has an undercover investigation that is really making its rounds right now. Our good friend at Breitbart, Matthew Boyle, had the story. And I'll go ahead and read the Breitbart article for you. Listen to this. It says, James O'Keefe's Project Veritas has struck again. This time, a senior CNN producer was caught on camera by one of O'Keefe's investigators, admitting that the network's relentless bashing of President Donald Trump with the Russia scandal lacks proof. Could it be bull? And this is the quote. I mean, it's mostly bull right now, the CNN producer John Bonifield said in a video O'Keefe's Project Veritas released on Tuesday when asked about his thoughts on the Russia investigation. Like, we don't have any giant proof. When they say that there's still an investigation going on, and you're like, yeah, I don't know. If they were finding something, we would know about it. The way these leaks happen, they would leak it. They'd leak. If it was something really good, it would leak. The leaks keep leaking, and there's so many great leaks, and it's amazing. I just refuse to believe that if they had something really good like that, wouldn't leak, because we've been getting all these other leaks. So I just feel that they don't really have it, but they want to keep digging. And so I think the president is probably right to say, look, you are witch hunting me. You have no smoking gun. You have no real proof. So this is a guy that works for CNN, a CNN producer, that's saying that, this is, well, he said bull. That's cleaning it up a little bit. The video also shows Bonifield admitting that he has not seen evidence that Trump has committed any crimes. The producer said, I haven't seen any good evidence to show the president committed a crime, Bonifield says in the video. And even if Russia did try to influence the U.S. election, Bonifield is heard saying in the video that is not really much of a scandal. He is seen arguing that Russia efforts to influence the election would be normal, and that the U.S. government does the same thing around the world all the time. Even if Russia was trying to swing an election, we try to swing their elections. Our CIA is doing blank all the time. We're out there trying to manipulate governments, Bonifield says. Bonifield is a supervising producer for CNN Health. According to his biography on CNN's website, Bonifield works with the CNN medical unit and primarily with CNN senior medical correspondent Elizabeth Cohen. The startling admissions from a CNN producer on hidden camera come amid many other comments the network video shows him making that are particularly problematic for a network in crisis, because it says that Project Veritas released the video on Tuesday amid the worst scandal in CNN history. Zucker, the network president, is currently leading an internal investigation into a very fake news hit piece that CNN published Thursday night, then retracted late Friday after a Breitbart News investigation, which is what we were talking about yesterday, where they were, once again, generating a fake news story to tie Donald Trump to Russia. So the network is crumbling. Okay, and in this video, because I watched through it, there are some expletives in it, so we, couldn't air it on radio today till we get that censored and taken care of. If we decide to play it, but pretty much just gave you the basics there. But if you want to watch a video, it's on Breitbart News. So go to Breitbart.com if you want to watch it. But anyway, guys, yeah, the reason why they said that they're doing this whole Russia garbage, according to what the producer said in the video, is for ratings. It's all about ratings. And CNN wants to attract a liberal audience. They want to tell their liberal audience in so many words that Trump is almost done and that the sky is falling down. They're like Chicken Little, except they're like a headless chicken running around. That's how crazed they are, how insane they are. But they don't have anything. They don't have anything. And the producer's absolutely right. Watch what happens to him. Probably be fired, honestly. But the thing is that look at what's going on. We have the Russia investigation taking place, and they haven't released anything big. And we're how many months into this now, and they still haven't released anything big. All that this is a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory. As loony as 9/11 is an inside job. And these guys are promoting this story that there was Russian collusion, that Donald Trump was involved, and it's pathetic. It's ridiculous. You mean to tell me that Donald Trump would work with the Russians to undermine the U.S. election? But see, the thing is, and this is another thing that I really have to stress too, that this whole Russia interfered with the election thing is garbage. It is absolute garbage. Because let me explain to you fully what has taken place. In September of 2000, I think it's 2016. It was either 2016 or 2015. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's been quite some time. Donald Trump, it was, excuse me, it was 2015. I'm pretty sure it's 2015. I'll have to go back and check that. Don't quote me. It was in September of 15 or 16, okay? But anyway, Donald Trump made the remark, maybe the Russians can find Hillary's emails. I'm going to check over the break and see what the year was. So I'll get back to you on that. But anyway, Donald Trump made the joke, maybe the Russians can find Hillary's emails. And the media went absolutely berserk. Now, every conservative, including myself, including you, we hear that and our instant reaction is, yeah, that's funny. We laugh because we know that it's a joke. Maybe the Russians can find Hillary's emails, is what Donald Trump said. And that's how we took it. But the media, as stuck up as they are, they have a lack of sense of humor. They don't put things in context. I mean, if I would say, for example, one of the most anorexic girls out there is, fatter than a sumo wrestler, they would quote me literally as being literal. What does he know? He's stupid. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And that's just an example. They don't understand the context of phrases, and they don't, enlighten their readers to have a good understanding of what you mean. They don't do that. They always twist your words around. They always tweak your words around. They did that to me when I was 13 and that big national news story went out. Here I ended up hearing things coming out of their mouths that I didn't say. And it's just so absolutely preposterous. The stuff that they do, the ways that they twist your words. And that's exactly what they did with Donald Trump. And what they have done is that out of one of Trump's jokes, they have built an entire conspiracy theory that Donald Trump colluded with the Russians to undermine the U.S. election. Even when WikiLeaks said themselves that no state government gave them access to John Podesta's emails. It was a leak from inside the DNC. And now we have a guy that's dead that was responsible for that. But no one wants to talk about that. CNN doesn't talk about that. MSLSD doesn't talk about that. The guy that was believed to be responsible for the leaking of the emails turned up dead. Homicide. They never caught the killer. The parents don't know what happened. Nothing was ever done about that. And no one talks about it. We just all leave it alone. We act like it didn't even happen. Where's justice for him? An internal leaker in the DNC was murdered because it's believed that he was one of the leakers of the Hillary stuff. But yet we're blaming Russia. We're blaming Russia for leaking Hillary's emails. I think at this point, I don't even know if you can do that, if you would be putting their family at risk more if you'd prove that he is a leaker, because that would destroy the Russia investigation. Because if you'd prove that he's a leaker, who knows what they'd do to the family? Or do to the person that's leaking it. But I tell you guys, it's so corrupt out there, and the way that they manipulate words, they twist words into meaning something that they don't. It's really just fake. It is the definition of fake news. I was interviewed by a ZDF German TV not long ago, and that's one of the questions that they asked me. What does fake news mean to you? News that's fake. What are you talking? I mean, how else are you supposed to interpret that? Fake news. News that's fake. News that's not real. Donald Trump taking a hat and throwing it into a crowd after he signed it and grabbed it from a teenager. And the teenager screamed, "Oh no!" That was fake news because Donald Trump threw the hat back to the teenager and the teenager said, "Thank you." But you have Politico, WAPO, BuzzFeed, all these other major news organizations that were reporting that Donald Trump threw the kid's hat away. Absolutely ridiculous. But that's what the media does in this country. They are nothing more than propagandists for the Democratic Party. That's all that they are anymore. They're not reporting the truth. They are attempting to, make the news more controversial and interesting, and they've invoked political opinion. Because, I'm a commentator. I come to this microphone every day and tell you what I think. This is what I'm paid to do. This is what, I've done for the past several years. My job, my role is to serve as a political commentator. Same exact thing with the columns that I put out. I'm paid to deliver my opinion and to tell you what I think and to share with you the truth, share with you facts, and call out the media lies wherever they appear. But that's my job. My job is to tell you an opinion, to present to you a conservative perspective. Okay? Now here's the thing. That's my job. Their job is not to present an opinion. Otherwise, they would be like me. They would be labeled commentators. But they're not. They are supposed to be unbiased journalists, and that's what they profess to be. However, they are clearly not unbiased when everything that they do favors the Democratic Party. And the Democratic Party is the party that is engaged in the most corruption. Don't believe me? Look at Hillary Clinton. Look at Bernie Sanders now. The Sanders, as we presented to you yesterday, are in legal trouble because she dishonestly handled finances at one of the colleges, his wife. She lied about how much revenue they were bringing in, just to, make her college appear better financially than it was, just to get additional funds. So it's crazy what the corruption that exists in the Democratic Party. We'll be back.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Are you looking for tickets to the hottest concerts, big game, or theater show? Look no further than StarFanTickets.com. We have amazing tickets to almost everything. No event is ever sold out. Why wait? It's easy to get the tickets you want at the prices you'll love. Simply search for the event. Then click the Find Tickets button. That's StarFanTickets.com. Join the StarFan crew mailing list and stay up to date on all the hottest events in your area. That's StarFanTickets.com. We have your tickets. Hashtag, you going?
It safely eliminates stress and anxiety. It makes commuting, driving your kids around, or driving a truck more fun. It makes gift shopping easier. It's Happy Driving Stress Reduction, a revolutionary patent-pending tool that works while you drive. Find Happy Driving Stress Reduction on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Make life easier. Buy Happy Driving Stress Reduction today.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America. World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-441-7922. That's 1-800-441-7922.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger.
Somebody had to say it.
So, here's an audio bit for you. This is Donald Trump, and I was wrong about... I don't think I was wrong. This is from July 27th, 2016, but I'm sure that Trump said that before. So I'm going to go back through my archives and see if I can find that, because I was doing the report of this on Roku, on our Cowger Network TV channel when it was going on. But anyway, I want to play the audio bit here for you. This is Donald Trump urging Russia, just joking about finding Hillary's emails, just making a half-hearted remark, and the news media blew this up. Go ahead and listen to this. This is Donald Trump back on July 27th, 2016. Go ahead and listen to this.
What do I have to get involved with Putin for? I have nothing to do with Putin. I've never spoken to him. I don't know anything about him other than he will respect me. He doesn't respect our president. And if it is Russia, which is probably not, nobody knows who it is, but if it is Russia, it's really bad for a different reason. Because it shows how little respect they have for our country when they would hack into a major party and get everything. But it would be interesting to see. I will tell you this. Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing. I think you will probably be rewarded mightily by our press.
Oh, that was funny. And see, that's the thing. He was joking. It was not a remark that was made to literally call Russia to look for the emails. Russia, if you're listening, I hope you find the 30,000 emails that are missing. He's doing that to irritate the media. And it worked, because ever since that point, all that they have done is talk about Russia collusion and how Russia found the 30,000 emails. And now we have Russian collusion. Big whoop! Because, see, here's the thing. Notice that they are upset that these emails were discovered, but they don't talk about what was in the emails. We still have the emails that reveal proof that Bernie Sanders was treated like a rag doll. For all you Bernie Sanders liberal hippies out there, Bernie Sanders was treated like dirt. The election was stolen away from him. Hillary is dirtier than sin. I mean, are we just going to act like everything in those emails are non-existent? Yeah. That's what the Democrats want to do. Instead, they want to focus on the Russia investigation because Donald Trump made the remark. He made the remark instructing Russia to get the 30,000 emails, and then the 30,000 emails appear. So it must be Russia. It's Russia. Absolutely pathetic. But that's really what we have going on here. And here's the thing that I really have to stress too. Notice that none of the Democrats want to talk about what's in those emails. They are upset that these emails were released. They are overwhelmingly angered that these emails got out. They don't dare talk about the contents of the emails. All that they can talk about is how displeased, how unhappy they are, how much they are just completely disgusted that the election was taken from them because the truth got out. But here's the thing. This reveals that not only are the Democrats completely immersed in corruption in Washington, D.C., but they are proud of it. And what this Russia investigation is really about is that the Democrats are upset that they were caught in their corruption, and now they're trying to take Trump out because Trump heavily exploited the emails when they were released. And he talked about them. He used them. For crying out loud, when Hillary Clinton was on the debate stage, he said that she should be in jail. Donald Trump made Hillary Clinton look absolutely awful. He made her to be perceived as being the corrupt weasel that she is. And they hate that because Donald Trump took out their queen. So what they're trying to do is that they are trying to explore every avenue. They are trying to find anything that they possibly can to link Trump to Russia, to get back at him for dethroning the queen before her coronation. That is what they are doing. They are trying to take him out because of what he did to Hillary. Hillary Clinton is a ruthless politician, and she wasn't expecting to face a ruthless Republican businessman. And Trump took it to the streets, and he won. And that's why the Democrats are trying to take him out, because he did the job that no other Republican would do. He fought dirty, and he won. Because all these other Republicans, just like what we're seeing with this Scalise shooting, the Democrats blamed. I wrote a column that'll be coming out tomorrow on CowgerNation.com. And it's on the Scalise shooting. But I remind you, in Tucson, Arizona, when the shooting of Gabrielle Giffords occurred, Democrats blamed Republicans. Big time. Big time. They blamed Republicans for the shooting. But now that we have the shooting of Steve Scalise, a Republican, all of a sudden Democrats aren't to blame? Even though Democrats have, had photo ops of Donald Trump being beheaded, his head severed, blood dripping down, even though they have made music videos of Trump being assassinated, which was Snoop Dogg. Kathy Griffin did the beheading of Trump thing. You had Madonna that said that she wanted to blow up the White House daily. You have Johnny Depp that recently just said that he would really be intrigued by the idea of an actor assassinating the president. We have a lot of stuff that they've talked about pertaining to the assassination of Donald Trump and of Republicans. But they're not to blame for that. However, they turned it around and they blamed the Tucson shooting on Sarah Palin. Why? Because she put out a map that had little targets on it of congressional areas that needed, where Democrats needed to be defeated, that needed volunteers. Absolutely insane. If a map can cause a shooting, what do you think a severed head can cause? But no one wants to talk about that. No one mentions that. No one says anything about that in the media. They do a brief 5-minute report and then they go back to Russia. It's pathetic. That's exactly what CNN did. That's what MSLSD did. They wouldn't talk about it at all. But Lord knows, all of us know, that if it was a Democrat that was shot by a Trump supporter, what would happen? What would take place? All that we would hear is that Donald Trump is responsible for this shooting and the hostility that he has caused in America. Because we even heard that out of the mouths of some members of the media when this shooting took place. It's Donald Trump that's caused this hostility. If they will blame Donald Trump for the shooting of another fellow Republican that's a Trump supporter that was shot by Bernie Sanders supporters, and this guy deserved it, imagine what they'd say if it was a Democrat shot.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
You always want to look your best, but you don't always have time to deal with a necktie that won't cooperate. That's where we come in. Introducing the Never Tie, the only necktie that you never have to tie. Each Never Tie comes with a tie and 2 removable knots that you simply slide on and adjust for your comfort, giving you the perfect look every time. Choose from over 20 stylish designs at thenevertie.com. Enter promo code RADIO1 for discount.
It safely eliminates stress and anxiety. It makes commuting, driving your kids around, or driving a truck more fun. It makes gift shopping easier. It's Happy Driving Stress Reduction, a revolutionary patent-pending tool that works while you drive. Find Happy Driving Stress Reduction on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Make life easier. Buy Happy Driving Stress Reduction today.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America. World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China...
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-441-7922. That's 1-800-441-7922.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. 3 employees have resigned from CNN amid the very fake news scandal. According to, this is also by our buddy Matthew over at Breitbart. 3 CNN employees have resigned amid the network's very fake news scandal, in which it was forced to retract a hit piece on President Donald Trump and his associates. CNN said Monday that 3 journalists, including the executive editor in charge for an investigative unit, have resigned after the publication of a Russia-related article that was retracted. CNN's Brian Shelter reported late Monday. Thomas Frank, who wrote the story in question, Eric Lechube, I think is how you pronounce it, I'm bad with names, you know that, an editor in the unit, and Lex Harris, who oversaw the unit, have all left CNN. Stelter quoted an anonymous CNN spokesperson. The network refused to comment to him on Sunday night over the scandal, as saying the network accepted their resignations. As Stelter acknowledged, not in this piece, but in his Sunday evening Reliable Sources newsletter, it was Breitbart News that forced from CNN a retraction, and now the resignations of 3 top network officials. And it says here that in the aftermath, the retraction of a story published on CNN, CNN has accepted the resignations of the employees involved in the story's publication, the CNN spokesperson said. So you have 3 network employees that are resigning over fake news. So that's, something that's big going on at CNN. So they are losing, their network is falling apart. They are losing more credibility by the minute. And I think, didn't Fox News change their slogan to most trusted? Most watched, most trusted, Fox News. That's what their new slogan is. Isn't that supposed to be CNN? The most trusted name in news? So yeah, you have Fox News that basically just took a CNN slogan. It's funny. And here's another thing some of you will be overjoyed about. Megyn Kelly's ratings are doing horrible on NBC. A new low. Megyn Kelly's ratings plummet again. This is according to Tony Lee. Breitbart. How low can Megyn Kelly's ratings go? NBC's Sunday Night with Megyn Kelly got walloped by a fresh new episode of 60 Minutes and lost yet again to a rerun of America's Funniest Home Videos. Well, what's the difference between that and Megyn Kelly? In fact, Variety pointed out that Kelly's show slipped into a new low in both the key and demographic and total viewers. Kelly's much-hyped interview with Alex Jones that aired last week was her lowest-rated program to date until last night's show, which averaged a 0.4 rating in adults, 19 to 49, and 3.4 million viewers, according to Nielsen data. That is down from 0.5 and 3.6 million viewers for last week's episode. 60 Minutes had 7.2 million viewers, while the rerun of America's Funniest Home Videos got 3.9 million. Kelly's debuted show, which featured an interview with Russian Vladimir Putin, that was resoundingly mocked because Kelly seemed way out of her league, lost to a rerun of 60 Minutes, and her second show could not beat out reruns of 60 Minutes and America's Funniest Home Videos. Her third program, which featured the much-hyped Alex Jones interview, tanked as well, losing again to reruns of 60 Minutes and America's Funniest Home Videos while drawing 3.6 million viewers. And I gotta say, I'm not a big Alex Jones fan. I watch him. I admittingly watch him sometimes because I think the guy's just hilarious. I laugh my head off at some of the stuff that he comes up with. I don't, hate the guy or anything. I don't, dislike him, but I think I don't trust, the information that his network puts out. It always has to be verified because you don't know if it's conspiratorial or not. I don't dislike the guy, but I don't look at him as being a trusted news source, more so just as entertainment. I enjoy his average, screams of anger. Ah! Yeah, it's always funny. But anyway, yeah, that was the biggest hit piece that I have ever seen. Megyn Kelly's interview with Alex Jones, because he got a bunch of audio of her. Megyn Kelly was coming in and saying that she wanted to interview him, and he recorded the whole thing, and it was so absolutely hilarious. His remarks of how he handled it. He recorded the whole thing. He put the whole recording out, exposing Megyn Kelly, and that is one InfoWars report that really did a good job at portraying the media as being nothing but a bunch of liars. Because that was a report that was pretty much solid, that I don't think anyone could debate. It wasn't conspiratorial at all. But yeah, he compared her to I think some evil Greek god or something like that, and called him out by name. And so it was weird. But it was a funny report, and he exposed Megyn Kelly. But I was watching the whole documentary, the whole profile on Alex Jones, and it was the biggest hit piece. I mean, even though the guy is a conspiracy theorist, even though, he says some pretty bizarre, crazy things sometimes, that was just awful, because she said that she wasn't going to do any of that. That she was going to, really show the down-to-earth side of Alex Jones. And then once the interview's being conducted, what does she do? She completely makes the guy look like dirt. And, Alex Jones says some pretty messed up things sometimes, but the way that they edited that made what he says like 5 times worse. The way that they selectively edited his clips. Because, right when he would rub his mouth awkwardly, like he was, gearing up for another, outburst of rants, they would, cut him off. And he wouldn't finish his sentence. And then it would, just not make an ounce of sense. And I know that, a lot of times what he says doesn't make sense anyway. But they made it worse. And they cut out important details to what he was trying to express. I mean, the way that I look at it, yeah, the guy might be a conspiracy theorist, but I expect his conspiracy theories to, be phrased the way that he actually feels. Not, misconstrued and made out to be something 5 times worse just for network ratings. So, I mean, that's just the way that I look at it. It was dishonest of Megyn Kelly's part. But that's what she is. She's a snake. She is a snake. We learned that with what she did to Donald Trump. And while, like I said, I'm not a fan of Alex Jones, I don't believe in misrepresenting the guy. I don't think that that's right. I mean, that's dishonest, and you don't do that. But that's Megyn Kelly. But anyway, so that's about the only InfoWars report that was spot on that I've seen. A broken clock is right 2 times a day, as a friend of mine used to say about it. So that's what we have going on there. Megyn Kelly, her ratings are going in the sewer. Jake Tapper, corrected a misattributed George Orwell quote. He made the remark, "In time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. Happy birthday, George Orwell." And it seems that Tapper's quote may have been knocking on President Trump. And then he responded back to his tweet, "For the record, quote, investigator says Orwell never said this." That's him on Twitter, Jake Tapper. So he attributed a quote to Orwell that didn't even exist.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
It safely eliminates stress and anxiety. It makes commuting, driving your kids around, or driving a truck more fun. It makes gift shopping easier. It's Happy Driving Stress Reduction, a revolutionary patent-pending tool that works while you drive. Find Happy Driving Stress Reduction on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Make life easier. Buy Happy Driving Stress Reduction today.
You always want to look your best, but you don't always have time to deal with a necktie that won't cooperate. That's where we come in. Introducing the Never Tie, the only necktie that you never have to tie. Each Never Tie comes with a tie and 2 removable knots that you simply slide on and adjust for your comfort, giving you the perfect look every time. Choose from over 20 stylish designs at thenevertie.com. Enter promo code RADIO1 for discount.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America. World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-441-7922. That's 1-800-441-7922.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger.
Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. It is absolutely great to have you with us. We're listening to the youngest syndicated talk personality. So I am online here, and there's a story that's out where Christian preschoolers are being banned from saying amen and talking about the Bible. This is over in Sweden. Children at a Christian preschool in Sweden are no longer allowed to say grace at mealtimes, amen, or talk about the Bible after a ruling by the Umeå municipality. Visiting the preschool for an inspection, supervisors from the district said that activities run contrary to the Education Act, which forbids educational content during school time from containing confessional elements and states that children must always have the choice of whether or not to participate. The municipality said that it felt that the Salvation Army-run kindergarten were not given enough of an opportunity to opt out of saying grace at mealtime, so they just can't do it. So that's from Breitbart, London. And then here we have another article out here, and this is actually an audio bit, but Susan Collins was on ABC. According to Grabin News, she made the remark that it makes absolutely no sense to eliminate federal funding for Planned Parenthood. Now, I remind you that Susan Collins is a Republican. Okay, go ahead and listen to this. This is Susan Collins.
About the bill.
You also have concerns about Planned Parenthood. This bill would deny funding of Planned Parenthood for a year. I know you're planning on introducing an amendment with Senator Murkowski that would restore the funding for Planned Parenthood. If that amendment fails, will you oppose final passage?
Well, first let me say that it makes absolutely no sense to eliminate federal funding for Planned Parenthood. There already are long-standing restrictions on the use of federal funds for abortion, so that's not what this debate is about. And Planned Parenthood is an important provider of health care services, including family planning and cancer screenings for millions of Americans, particularly women, and they should be allowed to choose the health provider that they want.
Family planning? Are you kidding me? What do you think Planned Parenthood means? You dipstick from Maine. Planned Parenthood doesn't mean that they do family planning pertaining to organizing the family. You dunderhead. What it means is that Planned Parenthood, it was founded being an abortion organization. For crying out loud, look at the one who founded it. Absolutely insane. What does Planned Parenthood mean? It means it's an organization that makes sure, that ensures that abortions are planned, not unplanned, or that pregnancy is planned, not unplanned. That's what it means, Planned Parenthood. If it's unplanned, abort it. Susan Collins from the state of Maine. One of your representatives in the Senate. Guys, I got to tell you, it's so absolutely pathetic. They're professing that they do all these healthcare needs. They are predominantly an abortion organization. And if that's true, what she said, abortion is not the case here. Abortion should not be even discussed with this, because abortions can't be funded. If abortions can't be funded, then organizations that provide abortions should not be receiving federal money, and that needs to be put into law. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening to us. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. For the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, may God bless you, and God bless America.